All right, James and I are back.
We are back
together to give you a fall real estate market update.
Yes.
So, James, what are you seeing? And as everyone might remember, James was with Leader Bank. What are rates doing right now? That's what everyone wants to know.
We are in a rate cut trajectory for sure. The challenge has been recently how fast they're going to go down and kind of to what degree they're going to go down. However, we are in a rate cut trajectory. September 17th is the next time that the Fed meets. They're widely expected that they're going to announce cuts. Most likely we're going to see another cut before the end of the year. This is going to send rates even further down and kind of head into 2026 in a really good shape as far as headed down.
So like generally what, they're at like mid sixes
Yeah,
right now?
mid sixes for purchase, low to mid sixes.
Can you get a 5?
I just locked a 5.75 arm yesterday, so yes, there is some sharp pricing out there. If people have the appetite of doing different products, adjustable rate mortgages, as opposed to a 30-year fix, there's a lot to do.
Well, and what do you say to people who are hesitant to do an ARM?
They're going to refinance within the first year or so. Okay. So it really counts almost as a 30-year fix, because if a 5-1 ARM, the first 5 years are the fixed rate, they're going to refinance people.
Considering.
Yeah.
Sure.
So a lot of people are just taking the lowest they can get and then planning on refinancing down the line.
And so are you finally seeing more refinancing?
We are seeing a lot more calls with refinancing, especially people, I think in my last video I said, if you're in the mid sixes, now's the time to give a call and get a file set up.
Because we had people in the 7s 6 months ago.
Totally. I have several clients that are kind of dragging their feet on the 7s, and they should already be refinancing. If your lender is out there and you're in the mid sixes or 7s, you should at least be calling and getting a quote and seeing how much they can save you, and shop it around. I'm happy to give a quote to anybody that gives me a call.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. What about you? How are things on your end? Are you seeing, we kind of saw a little bit of a shift in the market from a little bit of a big time seller's market to a little more powerful for the buyers. What do you see?
I would say that in many areas, especially in New England, right? Real estate is a little local, but in Massachusetts, we're still seeing definitely a seller's market in most areas, but we are seeing some trends where it's becoming a little bit more balanced I would say in some markets, like the really luxury markets, 2 million plus. Some are trending to the buyer's market now.
Sure.
Those properties on the higher ends are sitting a little bit longer than we had seen. But those, up to 1 million price homes are still going pretty fast. Still very much a seller's market there. But yeah, definitely a little shift towards more balanced market in some areas. And certainly this is different in other parts of the country, but we're talking about where we are. So a little bit of a shift, but I would say most areas still trending towards the seller's market in most cases.
Yeah, and I would say, to your point, and a combination of my point and your point, which is as rates go down, more buyers come out. And so I'm telling a lot of people that are kind of kicking the tires now, get in now, because in a month or 2 months when we see rate cuts, there's going to be more buyers that come out of the woodwork, thus creating this competition. So it's important to get out now.
And also I would say September in particular is a great time for buyers. Because most people want to buy in the spring, right? So they're moving instead of in the summer. So and the
cash moves through in the spring. So it's kind of, the cash is gone, people are less
so you
competitive.
have more competition in the spring. You have a little bit less competition in September, but still a lot of inventory, decent amount of inventory. And so with less competition means you're getting a better deal potentially.
Fall has been my favorite time of year for sure.
It's a great time to buy and to potentially get a deal that you might not get in the spring.
All right, so what is the main challenge that you see for buyers that are coming in this market right now?
Just not being prepared, right? Because while it is a good time to buy, a little bit less competition, we still have a lot of buyers out there. So being ready to, jump when you see the right thing, have your pre-approval, have your, real estate relationships established, that when you want to make an offer, you can move quickly. We're still seeing that as a really, really important to be able to move quickly. So just kind of being motivated to act quickly if needed.
Right. So rates are coming down. It's important to be prepared, and time is of the essence.